Was one of the appealing things about doing this storyline for Sarah's character, doing a little bit of the Francois Truffaut day for night, here's what it's like in my life every day as the showrunner star?
Yeah, I mean, the big one-er shot in that is very much kind of autobiographical in a way of, well, here's what it's like, you know, here's what it looks like when you get exactly what you always dreamed you wanted, you know. You always wanted to be directing. For me, it was like, man, I just want to be directing. This is what I've always wanted, you know. And then you get it, and it's very overwhelming, you know, and it's a lot of pressure on you. And then when you're acting on it, it's a whole other pressure. And so it was nice for me to kind of, you know, the oneers I like always kind of tell a story, and it was nice to try to do that with this, where, you know, I just thought, oh, when I enter on the stage, I always feel very small, and the stage and the sets feel so big, and there's this feeling of like, oh, I'm like in charge of this, you know, but it's so big. So it was purposely like, let's start where she's very small in the frame, and then she enters this kind of tableau of her past, and then she has to kind of, with detachment, watch these two stunt people reenact one of the worst moments of her life. And then as you're doing that, you're slowly pushing in, and then it slowly becomes subjective. You know, it goes very objective, and then you get really subjective, where then you go into darkness, and she has a moment to breathe, and then the silhouette, the red light. My favorite moment of that whole shot actually is when she goes in and she hugs Elsie Fisher, and the camera's right over her shoulder, and you see the hair and makeup people on Elsie Fisher, and then the AD steps in. It's just so claustrophobic. And then every move wanted to reveal new things. So as she moves to the bed, you see all the network, everybody over at the, you know, at Video Village, and everyone's on their phones, and, you know, you have that over there, and you have the, you know, cameras right in your face, and you're trying to remember your lines, and they're spraying shit in your hair and all this stuff. And it was just a lot of fun. And that was the very first day of shooting, first day of shooting. Gavin Kleintop, our first AD, was like, if we do this will like just bring everybody together, you know, and it'll make a big sense of accomplishment for the crew. And it was, we rehearsed it one day, and the next day just came in and shot it. And I think you're seeing I think we did 16 takes, and that's take 16.
Oh, wow. Incredible. I mean, it's an amazing act of choreography. Yeah. Yeah.
So when she says, well, how long is the impression you have sex? Like, you know, as she's talking, I think we cut, and if I let that play an extra like 5 seconds, you hear the whole crew like erupt in applause, because everyone was like, we got it, you know.